Without any words, music can bring tears, music can bring joy, music can bring love, music can set moods and emotions and experiences in people, just by sheer sound, not using words. Will people get healthy and well by this? Definitely.
Therapeutic usage of music has a science behind it. Your own voice is the most powerful voice for your own brain. Listening to instrumental music, which is without lyrics, and specifically these Indian instruments, have been very powerful.
Music to uplift the mood.
Indian classical.
Any instrument to listen to when we feel stuck.
Sitar.
Indian or Western music.
Definitely Indian.
Any specific musical piece that you suggest to fall asleep.
Rag Bhageshri.
Music to cure diabetes.
Rag Yaman.
What inspired you from leaving a secured IT job to become a full-time music therapist?
Yeah. The difference I could make to someone's life as a role of a music therapist versus a vice president of a company. So changing lives and the difference that music therapy will make in someone's life, that was the distinguishing factor. And at some point in time I decided that I should marry my passion with profession.
So what's the basic qualification that you have and which company did you work with earlier?
Yeah, actually my basic qualifications are into financials. I am a CA, CS, LLB, and then moved into IT and worked with multiple companies, MNCs like Accenture, Capgemini, traveled a lot across the world, and then so it's a 20 years of leadership experience in terms of IT.
And since how long you have been in this profession?
So I actually started in parallel. So from 2011, when I got my certification in music therapy in US using Indian music. Since then, I have been in this field. But if you ask me full time, I left corporate 3 years back.
What challenges did you face and how did you overcome them?
The major challenge is two ways. One, on a business front in terms of generating awareness around music therapy, which is like when I started, it was completely lacking. Now also, I would say that there is like 5% awareness about music therapy. So awareness is the main challenge, and then getting into something which is people don't, they are not aware about it. So selling a product which is known, you deal with a competition which is a known competition.
Right.
But getting into something wherein people are not aware about it, creating awareness itself is a challenge for that kind of a business. So secondly, on a family front, considering my age, age of my kids, the support of better half, so all these things, I would not say I faced a challenge because she is also into music and she could understand the actual meaning of marrying a passion with profession. So that was a great support that I got, because otherwise it would have been very difficult, considering the kids are still in school, their entire education is still pending. So taking a decision at that point, without her support, it wouldn't have been possible.
Music is a very ancient method. Very few of them know nowadays about the same. Can you explain in detail what exactly is music therapy and how does it affect on our body and mind?
Music has been in our culture since very, very long. Like I can go back to Krishna playing flute for gopis and cows and getting a therapeutic effect out of it. So it can age back to so many years kind of thing. Only thing is utilizing it from a conscious perspective for health and overall well-being kind of thing is probably we can date it back to 100 years. We can say that it can date back to Second World War, wherein it was actually used for soldiers from a therapeutic perspective. The difference is listening to music versus therapeutic music. We listen to many songs, and probably out of that, one song can have a certain effect, say a calming effect on me at a particular point in time.
Right.
But it's not guaranteed that if I listen to the same song at a certain day or a certain different situation, then the same song will not have the same effect on me on that particular situation,
Okay.
because it was probably a fluke, or there was no guarantee, or there was no science behind. Therapeutic usage of music has a science behind it. It's a designed piece of music, and which guarantees you that this kind of effect you can expect. So deciding an objective and then designing a music towards it to have desired effect. So that's the differentiator between listening to music and then therapeutic music.
So, who all can take music therapy?
Actually, music therapy is for everyone, I would say, because starting from a child in mother's womb to a senior citizen, and the need of every person or every age group is different, and music therapy can cater to their different needs. Like for example, we have something in the women wellness spectrum wherein we can work on thyroid issues, menopausal issues, some of the other menstrual cycle issues for women. For kids, we can work on concentration improvement, memory improvement, and ADHD and certain other areas. For senior citizen, there are so many areas in which we can work through. So every age group has a certain aspect wherein we can definitely work with the help of music therapy. And music is something that everyone enjoys. 95% of Indian people love music. So it's enjoyable therapy without a side effect, without overdose. So it's for everyone.
But do we need to know any technicalities of the music or any specific instrument?
People have this in mind as a misconception that if I have to go to music therapy, I should know music. So for the beneficiary of music therapy, it's not at all required to know the nitty-gritties of music. Absolutely everyone. So we conducted experiments for just born kids, like just born infants, and in the hospital. So after their birth, in the first few days, we conducted experiments and we got tremendous results. I have worked with cancer patients for whom immunotherapy, chemotherapy cycles are going on. Some of them were doctors themselves. And during chemotherapy and in their routine as well, we incorporated music therapy. And the result was a response to the medicines and response to the therapies or chemotherapy which is going on has been increased with the help of support of music therapies. Like for example, for a lady doctor, the cycles were 12 chemotherapy cycles were planned, and the doctors could achieve the results with 8 cycles. So the cycles got reduced with induction of music therapy. And the second thing is pain management and basically the mental state in which the person goes through, and the support like the neighbors or probably the relatives go through. So music therapy helps in the maintenance of balanced state of mind and probably the positivity which is most essential to deal with such chronic diseases.
Recently, I came across an article that said that humming or singing or listening to your own voice has tremendous benefits. What is your say on that?
Absolutely. Wherever I conduct a session or a lecture, I encourage everyone to sing, because your own voice is the most powerful voice for your own brain. And 76% of global audience or people shy away from singing just because of the fear that they have in their mind that my singing is going to be judged by someone. I jokingly say that bathroom singer is a wrong phenomena which is being introduced. Why do you need to go to bathroom to sing? Probably you should be singing in open in front of everyone, because you are singing for your own brain. Whenever you sing, there are specific changes in the brain waves which are observed, and it gives you instant benefits. So people are searching for tools outside, but God has given us your own kind of voice. So
In fact,
definitely utilize.
I remember when music was a part of life. When we were young, we used to sing bhajans,
Yeah.
aartis, and
Yeah.
sometimes, the morning prayer, Shubham Karoti, the evening prayer. So unknowingly, we were following these rituals, but we never knew the scientific side of that. So if you carefully maybe inculcate these habits in day-to-day life, definitely it's going to be more effective.
Yeah.
We would be happy to hear any success story that you have if you would like to share with us.
So I would definitely tell about the success story, but before that, I would like to mention about something, because the success story is related to a word called depression. And depression is now used like anything. Everyone around the corner uses like, I have a depression.
Very casually, they use
Very
it.
casual. Until and unless it's clinically diagnosed, then we can call it as depression. Otherwise, these are depressive thoughts or negative emotions or something which is not called clinically diagnosed depression. Music therapy is considered as the most effective therapy for dealing with depression and stress across the globe. So coming to the success story, it's like there was a architecture student who came, and then he attempted suicide twice before coming to me. I couldn't have a conversation directly with him. He was not in that mental state. So I utilized sarangi based music for him, and he was crying continuously for 2-3 days in front of me wherever the session was. I didn't utter a word. He was just with the music, and then later on he opened up, and he actually opened up saying that he had a lot of pressure in terms of he came from a village, and then laptop was given to him, a flat was given to him, bike was given to him, and whether he will be able to do justice to all these things with the education that he's pursuing. That was constantly playing a role, and then that's where he probably tried to run away. I worked with him for like almost 40-45 days, and then he has given a feedback, video feedback. Usually these people don't give video feedback, but he has given it, saying that he is now ready to face the exams. So which is like a coming out of situation kind of. So what happens in the exam is based on his own efforts. But that transformation is definitely we should expect from music therapy.
So is it like one size fits all? Suppose if I have insomnia and if there is another person who has the same problem, so do you give the same track to this person as well as that, or how does it work?
So for this, we should understand the process through which the person goes when he comes for a music therapy appointment. We usually undertake history of that person, family background, medical background, nature of the person, kind of job that the person does, his educational background, some of the psychological background as well, and in terms of musical preferences. We understand the person, and then we design specific music therapy tracks for the person. So it's not one size fits all, definitely. Everyone's preferences and everyone's response to music changes.
These days, many of us are grappling with issues like anger issues, loneliness, low self-esteem, lot of problems related to concentration. So how does this music therapy help in day-to-day life?
First thing is, there is no requirement that you should have a disease or a problem to take benefit out of music therapy. It definitely helps in improvement areas as well, like increasing confidence, increase in the concentration, anger control. All these are areas wherein there is no disease as such, but you want to improve your personalities, you want to deal with the challenges of life. So music therapy certainly helps in all these areas. It's like incorporation of listening of music and some of the other tools and techniques. Typically what happens is many of us listen to many songs with a lyrical kind of thing, but sometimes we should go for no lyrics music, which is like an instrumental music, and especially the Indian instruments have been proven therapeutic to a larger extent. Specifically if we talk about flute or santoor, these are the instruments which are proven therapeutic. They help you deal with your day-to-day stress. Also in terms of some of the sleep issues, some of the ragas like Bageshri or Darbari Kannada, these have been proven to induce sleep and
Okay.
a better quality sleep kind of thing. So there are certain things which we can say generic, but as I said previously, music therapy works on specific
Okay.
because response to music changes with a person. घनु वाजे घुण घुणा वारा वाहे ऋण झुणा भवतार कुहा कान्हा वेगी भेटवा का. Something like
Beautiful.
this.
It's really melodious. Have you learned classical singing?
Yes, I've been learning classical music from the age of 6.
Oh, wow.
And that's where it got developed into a passion. And
Okay.
even if I was in like IT, I could still sustain.
Okay. You must have handled many cases as of now. So out of these many cases, which are the 3 priority cases that you feel the patients come to you?
I have handled almost 8,500 cases so far. Topmost kind of area is diabetes, and which is unfortunately India is also leading in terms of diabetic patients. Diabetes is now considered as psychosomatic ailment, not just physical ailment.
Oh,
so
okay.
recently in the past 5-6 years, many cases with diabetic patients are in the range of like 30 to 45 years of age. All these is attributed to the stress and other lifestyle issues kind of thing. Diabetes is one area definitely. Blood pressure, hypertension, and probably the thyroid and related hormonal imbalance issues which people deal with. So these are the top 3 areas.
There are many music lovers in India. In fact, I myself like to listen to music, and if I get a chance to heal a person, or if I have some problems and heal by myself, is there any specific course or direction that you can give to them?
Yes, absolutely. So I conduct music therapy courses which are from basic to advanced, and then with authorized certification, wherein you can, after the course, you can work as a certified music therapist.
Okay.
And the prerequisite for the course is genuine love for music. There is no age bar. If you genuinely love music and are intending to use it for your own health benefits or helping others, then that person can join the course. Close to 3,000 people across India and abroad have completed this course.
So is
till
it an
now.
online or offline course?
Yes, it's an online course because the reach should be more, and then people across different cities and countries should take benefit out of this. And once they finish up the course, they should start working in their own field and areas wherein music therapy can spread.
And what is the duration of the course?
Duration typically is between 3 months to 6 months, and it's an online course.
So if anybody is interested in taking up the course, or anybody wants to take this as a therapy, you can contact Santosh ji directly. The Dreamcatcher's slogan is New Day, New You. What is New Day, New You to you?
Exploring newer possibilities in terms of healing effect of music.
This is a token of love from the team of Dreamcatchers.
Thank you.
May you heal many more lives.